episode of the Convo. Today we have a special guest. She's very special for many reasons. Her dedication to her craft, the kind of music she makes. She's very conscious about her art and everything she does. Her name is Aduke. Aduke, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Aduke.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
How are you
Thank you
doing?
for having me. I'm doing okay.
Okay.
As you know, my album just came out last week, and yeah, we're just trying to promote it. I didn't realize there was going to be much work. I thought the work was recording the album, and I was itching to get out of it. And then you record the album, you have it, and now you realize, oh my God, I have to tell the world about this amazing album. Yeah, everybody has to. Yeah, it's 10 times the work.
Draining, but it's very important.
But it's okay. We're going to do it. We're going to smash it.
Alright, so let me now ask you, what was it like when you were creating this album? You know, sometimes people start an album, they just record a bunch of songs and this. Did you have it? The name of the album is Peace, right?
Yes.
When you started out, did you have that in mind that this is the theme I'm working with? This is what I'm going for?
Yes, I knew that was what I wanted to share. I didn't know for my first album that's what I wanted to share, but at the time when the exact time I decided to put out an album, I knew that this was the story, this was the truth I wanted to share with the world. This newfound peace or whatever state of mind that I have now, yeah, why don't you share it with the world? Because I had been through so much and I came out of it, and this is what I have. So as an artist, you use your experiences, you use your reality, and then you share it with the world. So yeah.
You've been making music for quite a while now. How long would you say you've been making music?
Okay. Generally, I think I've been doing music like 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah, but officially, you know, there's a thing with when you start doing music and then when you release your first single. Yeah, professionally, 10 years. Because I think my first single was released in 2010 or 2011, I'm not sure. Thereabout. But yeah, professionally.
Why did it take you this long to release this album? Why did it take this long? This is your first album?
Yes.
Why did it take this long?
Honestly, I think it's because I did not really like recording.
You didn't really like recording?
I'm beginning to enjoy it now. I'm forcing myself to enjoy it. I like to perform. I just love to create songs, and then I've had a band for 10 years. And I just love to get on stage, perform. But then you realize that for posterity, you have to record. People need to get a feel. People need to be able to take it. That's what the world is now. People need to be able to buy it, put it in their seat, in their cars, put it on their phone to continue to listen. So, and secondly, I'll say, I think this is just the right time. Maybe if I had done it any time before now, it would not have this much little impact that it has had so far in the last few days that we released it. The reviews, the feedback is amazing. I'm like, okay, but I believe that this is the right time. We were almost going to, because last year I recorded it. This album has been ready for over 6 months, and I was going to just drop it. Well, my people were like, no, and I didn't understand why, because I was just fed up. But then I realized that I was.
You guys always want to be.
Yeah, because I was just, and for me, I think releasing it at that point in time was from a place of frustration. The album doesn't want to be released from a place of frustration. It wants to be released from a place of ease, because I'm preaching peace and light. Why am I releasing an album out of frustration for people? So I think the album is out at the perfect time. No time would have been better than now.
You know, I was going through your website.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, she has a website. Check it out, adukeworld.com.
Aduke World.
Adukeworld.
Because I'm global. We're global.
I was so happy when I was doing research on you. I stumbled on the website. I'm glad you have a website. I love when artists do stuff like this. It shows that they're actually very serious about what they're doing and the art and all. So it says that here you dabble in music, dance, and poetry, and also acting.
Yeah, because I started, so a lot of people do not know, I started as a performing artist. I started in theater. I have a theater background, yes. So I worked in a theater company for about, it influenced me a lot. So I did theater full time for like 8 years. So even while I was doing music, even though I had started music, I started my band, I was working in a theater company, and we had performance. So I write poetry. So for me, I'm just a creative, all-round creative person that just uses creativity. I love performing arts. So I'm beginning to use it in everything that I do, writing, creating content for people, writing for people, and all of that.
from the music, from the lyrics, one can easily tell that you're the type of artist who is very conscious, right? You want your music to send a message, to speak to the things happening in society. Yes. Is that really important for you? Because some artists see that as a responsibility, some artists don't see that as a responsibility. Do you think it should be a responsibility for artists?
I think to each his own.
Okay.
But then again, it takes me back to my orientation as a Yoruba person now.
Okay.
In the pre-colonial, or maybe, the Yoruba society, we must remember that first and foremost, I am a Yoruba girl. I think in Yoruba, my first language was Yoruba. I uphold everything cultural about the Yoruba people in terms of philosophy. And the jobs of the masquerades back then, who were the entertainers of the communities, was that of entertaining. Yes, they would dance, they would jump, they would do all of that. But they also talked about the things that were relevant. The masquerades, the drum lords, the chanters, they were the ones who would go to a king who was maltreating the people. They would go to him and say, this is not right, without any fear that they will get persecuted for it. They had that responsibility. Yes, because they were seen as spirit beings. That's what they were. So for me, I just transited that to say, okay, this is, I'm a modern day masquerade. Yes, my face is not covered, but as an entertainer,
that's a headline. Modern day masquerade.
as an entertainer, it is, you are the one who gets to the subconscious of the people. That's what music does. So what are you saying with your music? What are people getting? Because people do not realize how powerful music and art is. People watch a movie, you see how people go crazy about movies, and then they're just so addicted. You ever wonder why? Music, everybody's crazy, I mean this, I mean that. And because it is so powerful. So imagine having that much power and being able to influence the thought process of people towards making the society a better place. That's what I'm interested in.
Very, very interesting thing. So let me ask this: when you were growing up, who were the musicians you used to listen to back then?
Let me see. When I was growing up as a kid, so because I didn't grow up in Lagos, I don't think I remember the names, but I remember that my father used to have a lot of records when we were kids, tape records, and I listened to a lot of gospel songs. I'm from a Christian family, and but at my point of consciousness, I remember listening to Femi, I remember listening to Fela, Angelique Kidjo, Miriam Makeba, and then much more when I became a teenager. I started listening to a lot of Lagbaja, India Ari, Lauryn Hill, Alicia Keys, So for me, I cannot really say maybe when I was a kid or anything, because my parents were Christians and it was just Christian songs. But that actually built my interest in music, because I remember that as a child I would play a tape and I would stop, I'll write down the lyrics, I'll play again, stop, write down the lyrics, and then I'll rewind it and start to perform the cassette from beginning to the end. So, yeah, so having music around influenced.
I was waiting for you to mention like some heavyweight jazz artists.
Nah, I didn't. Yeah.
You do a bit of jazz.
Yeah, but I think I got that when I became an adult. It wasn't something from way back. Yes, I developed into that. Yeah, into that phase.
Listening to you, I can tell you do Afrobeat. I can tell you do Afro jazz. I can tell you do like, what would I say, Afro soul.
Yeah.
How do you blend these different genres? How do you?
I just express myself. When people ask me what genre of music, that's the hardest question you can ask me. What genre of music?
So you can't answer that question.
Yeah, it's not fair because it's not fair because in the Yoruba culture alone, do you know how many types of music that we have? We have Awudebi, we have Akpala, we have this, we have that. You now want me to just pick one and say that's my no. So let's say okay, I do Afro new, so I just hide under that, or I say I do world music, because I believe that my music as a Yoruba person is global. It's something that everybody, it has a rhythm that can register into the heartbeat of people. So I do world music.
I heard that you're also an art educator. You teach people art.
Yes.
When did that start?
It started from when I was working in a theatre company. It started by, I'll say, accident. We're all divided and told to like go to different schools and teach them. And the school that I taught at that point came first.
Oh, okay.
I remember, it was a competition between I think 10 schools in Lagos State. And I never thought much about it until later I got to work with AHI. And they have this project called Teenage Festival of Life. And I was like the music facilitator for about 4 years. And it was then I realized I actually really like teaching performing arts. So what did I do? I decided to say, okay, everybody complains all the time that in the industry, they don't have great concerts, people are not performers. I was like, okay, maybe this is where this could help, you know. So for me, it's like just sharing and using theater tools, because we all forget, because people look down on people who do theater. You have no idea how amazing it's theater tools, drama, performance art, stagecraft, and all of that. I decided to bring everything together and start an educating an art, a performing art educating outfits designed specifically for artists. And I like to teach young people in my spare time.
Wow, interesting. How do you, now when it comes to you as an artist, how do you develop your audience? Because that's a very big role for every artist, building their fan base, building their audience. It's like creating a community.
Yes.
How do you do that?
I will not lie, it's not really my strength, but I'm learning. Art is a job you learn for. You're learning. It's one of the best jobs because it's continuous. There was a system that worked in the 80s and the 70s where people like Ebenezer Obey, Olaya, Fatai Rondo, they had sports. Go to where we have Mushina and all that, Ojuelegbano, they had sports where everybody was playing music, they were doing, it was almost every day and monthly, but life has transitioned. But I feel that we can bring back that. So for me, I invested in a lot of performance, heavy investment. There was a time I was performing every Friday and every Sunday at 2 different places in Lagos with my band. It wasn't financially rewarding, but for me, I felt that doing that gets you. What I used to tell people is that, look, the only reason you will not like my music is you've never seen me perform. The moment you see me perform, that's how confident I am. That's how much I built my performance over the years. So for me, the easiest way for me is to perform. But then everybody cannot come to performance. So you do the online engagement, you release your music, you let people know. So like this album that I've released now has gotten me, I can see the new audience, and that's what I want. And also I'm looking at collaborations. When you collaborate with other artists, either similar or you tap into their audience, into their own community. So
what artists you like to work with?
Simisola for one. It's my girl. Aramide, Rika Sani. In Nigeria, Sheung, definitely. Sheung Kuti. Who else? I'd like to work with Shola Alise. I don't know why. It's in my head, but I can't imagine what it is yet. But I know that we're going to get to that, yes. Who else? Let me think. I think right now. Let me think anybody among the guys. Okay, I've said Rika Sani. Johnny Lure. Yeah.
Like to work with
Femi Kuti. He's my guy, yes. I would. I don't know why I didn't mention yes, I would like to work with him. And I would like to work with Lagbaja. But I don't know how that's going to happen because
Lagbaja
he's still hiding.
Yeah,
wearing a mask and still hiding.
I really don't know.
But I mean, he's just taking his time. He's going to be back. And Adekunle Gold.
I can see that. Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Let's talk about your band. You started with band. I think one of the ways you know an artist is really serious with performances is when they create a band. That's when you know that okay, this person is a serious performer. The band is called Sticks.
Sound. Okay. When we started, we were 3.
Okay.
So there were sticks, strings, and voices because we're just 3. But eventually we've grown so much.
How many are you guys now?
We're 9.
9.
Including me, I think so.
Okay.
And sometimes for example, when we have to do collaboration, we have to expand because we need to get it on. So we have some people that are called visiting musicians. They are part of the band, but they know that once it's September, I just send a message, this is the song we're doing this year. There's no argument. Everybody just knows that we'll resume in October and then we'll rehearse and we're ready for collaboration. So yes, the band could grow to as much as 13, but on a regular, we're just 9.
Is this the called Sticks?
No, we're not called the Sound Wagon.
Sound wagon.
Yeah.
What's it like playing with the sound wagon? Because from your website, I've seen that you've been at a lot of big events. African Drum Festival, Celebration, Amazon concerts, tribute to Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, the one.
Fatai Rolling Dollar.
Yeah.
There's a lot here, a lot of career highlights. Wally Shoyinka 80.
Yeah.
So what's it been like working with the band?
It's amazing. They're like they always, when I'm on stage and they're behind me, it's like Kobe and Shaq.
Now I know that the new album, Peace and Light,
yeah,
you guys have played it because you had a listening session.
Yes, some of the songs they know before because like I said, we play live, constantly. So most of the songs on the album are songs that they already know.
Oh, okay.
So it's just the audience that is new. They just okay, all right, this song is in this album.
What was the listening party like?
It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw tweets, I saw comments online.
Honestly, I did not expect that was going to be so good. But I'm happy it turned out that way. And everybody, I was really with this album because I knew it was not conventional, it was different. So there's something about when you're doing something different, you're scared about the acceptance. But I've gotten reviews from as far as Brazil right now. Like
Brazil, wow.
Yes, from America. My friend, somebody called me and then we did a video call. And then yesterday again, he sent me a message to say we love this particular song and he couldn't stop talking about it. For me, that's something.
Yeah, it is.
That's something. So yeah.
The audience is growing. That's what it means.
It should grow. I need it to grow.
I
need it to grow.
That's what it means. So now I want to ask you, like, when in terms of like releasing music, distributing music, you know, how has that been for you? Has it been difficult? Has it been easy? How has that been for you?
Fortunately for me.
Because you're an independent act, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I realized, so when I had done music underground for so long, I knew that at some point I would have to man up and come mainstream, you know. And one of the things that I realized that I had to do was find a team. And I think I went to the best and I said, look, this is what I want. I'm ready. Because maybe for 10 years, maybe for 8 years, I wasn't ready. But it's time for me now to have a plan. So I learned all the things I could learn about
like
music.
A management team?
Yes, I have a management team, 360 Incubation Factory, and I just let them worry about the heavy stuff, the creative stuff. Yeah, they do the, and they've done really, because I really do not even know how we got the music on all platforms, but they assured me it was going to be there. I gave them my release dates and we added that day. There was no issues. So for me, that's efficient. Leave me with the creative stuff. I will deal with that. I can do that in my sleep, you know, but for the management stuff, the legal stuff, they cleared rights to all the samplings that we did, you know, and for me, you need that. Yeah, even if you do not have a record label and you run everything independently, you're financing everything, which is really hard. But at least you know that some people have your back when it comes to, you know, certain things, the things that matter. Because at the end of the day, you want to take it from music and take it into music business. So yeah, you have to get them.
You seem like someone who wants to impact people, you know, the next generation. Do you think that in the future you would have like artists who will be under you that you want to coach or mentor? Do you see yourself doing that in the future?
My temperament, maybe I'll grow out of the present temperament that I have now.
Okay.
But I believe that I could, if I have the funds, when I get the funds, not if, when I do get the funds.
She's sure she's going to get it.
Yeah, I'm so sure. When I get the funds, I would really love to create a platform and also organize, especially for people doing my genre of music. Because I can tell you, for at least off the top of my head, I know about 7 to 10 musicians who are extremely gifted with words, with music, but they do not have the exposure that they need. You know, I'm hoping that I can do something similar to what Mr. Easy is doing right now with Empower for them. They need to understand. I need to do seminars and sit them down to let them understand. Yes. You need to understand the business side. Unless you really do not want to make money, or you don't want to be heard, or you just want to be, you know. But I just feel like there's so much talent in this country that because it's not the everyday music, people do not get to see it. I would like to change that.
What's your favorite song from
Favorite.
Most artists are like, nah, I don't have a favorite.
The song that is most personal to me is Aduke-Album, because that's like my reality. That's track 3, because it's very personal. It's from a place of pain or healing that I wrote that song.
Is there a story behind it?
Yeah, it's just when I released so I had this single a video that was shot in the middle of Occupy Nigeria protests in 2012 that was viral. I mean, this video got Reuters and CNN to come to my street in Bariga. If you know where I used to live in Bariga, you will understand that I must have clicked something in the realm, you know, that, yes, the consciousness of people, yes, they came, and I had all sorts of, you know, I was all over everywhere. But that time I knew that I was not ready, and I did not want to build a career. So this is 2012. I didn't want to build a career on controversy. I didn't want any, because what happens is people put you in that box and they expect you to be an activist for the rest of your life. And the moment you decide to do something different,
you're a sellout.
Yeah, you're a sellout. So for me, I had to like, and then I had the wrong manager then. Everything was just wrong. But what I did not do was I didn't give up on music, because I knew that music was a gift that was given to me, and it's left for me to figure out what I wanted to do with that gift. So I had to reinvent myself, I had to build myself, I had to work on myself, you know. And for many years, like you said, why did the album take so long? Yeah, there were challenges, crazy challenges, but Aduke is a story that says that I'm here. You know, people thought that it was over. People thought I couldn't make anything out of my life again because I wasted that opportunity, because I didn't ride on that wave. They were so sure that there's nothing there. Somebody once said to me that, oh, these are your dreams. They're just, I mean, the person in this, I still spoke about this person this morning with my boss, you know, say, all right. And I laughed because, but people say what they want to say, but I knew that what was pushing me, edging me on was greater than anybody could. Even me, I didn't understand it. Sometimes I would cry myself to sleep because I was just done. But the next morning I wake up and the first thing that comes to my mind is how to write a song or how to rehearse with the band. So I just knew that, look, the earlier you figure out how to face this journey, the better for you, because you don't have any other way that you're going except this way. So Aduke is a story of healing. It's from a place of healing, from betrayal. People have betrayed me, people have hurt me, and all that, but I can't let all that go.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Are we going to be getting any videos?
Yes. I'm sure I cannot really say a date, but I know the video is ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to tell us what?
The song, no.
So it's going to be a surprise, guys. Watch out for.
But I think we should be able to guess what song we'll shoot the video first.
Going to get a video. Right?
We'll see.
Yeah, you just said the song is not as personal to you.
We'll see. I'm sure we're going to have more than one video from the album. That's the plan, you know. We'll see. Because I'm a visual person, I'm a performance person, so I like videos. And I think people relate more with the visuals. So, yeah.
The fact that you're now known as a performance artist, so you're definitely the type of artist that people are always looking forward to your next gig, your next show. Yeah. Do you have any shows lined up coming soon? None that I know of. I really would have loved to do a concert, but honestly, with the kind of engagement that I have right now, I cannot do a basic concert. I just refuse to. You don't want to do something
basic? No. I shout every day, I'm a performance artist. If you come to my show, you don't like the show, I'll refund your money, then I'll not give people basic. It's not allowed. So I would beg people to give me some time. Because at least I need like 3 to 6 months to give them what I want. Yes, and that's in the work. I've already visualized it. Once I visualize it in my head, it's a done deal. My people know, they can't talk me out of it. So yes, a concert, yes. Hi, my name is Aduke, and my album Peace and Light is out now, and you can get it on Boomplay. Thank you.